Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sirius, mystical place of freelancer discovery. This, my dear friends, is very interesting place because the question that comes up the most in freelancer is what is the best trade route? What is the easiest way to make a lot of money in a very short time, and so on and so forth and so forth. You can see forums on forums on forums, and I decided, what the hell, let's do this. So I created a spreadsheet that shows you how much money you make and where to go and how to do it. But here's the thing, uh, a lot of people answer the same thing, people like me as well. There's no such thing as the best trade route. There's no such thing as the most profitable route. Because remember, some people have already discovered the most profitable route and will try and kill you if you try and go there and try to make money there. So, whatever you decide to do in freelance is up to you. If you don't like flying through mines and volatile gases and stuff like that, then don't take that route. Try a different one. But I'm just here to help the people that don't have player-owned bases, or people that have player-owned bases. Maybe you have discovered a route that works for you, and if you watch this video, then probably, or the live stream or whatever, then you'll probably find a slightly different route. So this map that you see here is also very, very outdated. I have found jump gates, like for instance, in Inverness to Ontario, there's a jump gate there that's not listed on this map. But I'm going to explore the systems. That'll be a stream that will be much later, or contained in my YouTube video, because I post my Twitch streams onto YouTube, and then you can watch it from there. So here is my spreadsheet that I created. So this is just going to nudge you in the right direction. Whatever trade route, whatever you choose to do or sell or whatever, will actually, this might give you an idea of where to fly and what to do. So we're going to start with the people that don't have any bases. As you can see, it's listed from, we're going to be looking at this section, the total section. Best price for flying if you don't have a player-owned base. And even if you do and you're not producing anything on your base or whatever, you can still do this. So as you can see, propaganda, nomad power cells, and deployable mining containers you get absolutely zilch for, unless you go to the nomad sector, you blow up some nomads, you get their power cells, and you try to sell them. But you have to sell them on nomad bases. Also remember that the ship you're using to fly with is also very crucial, and the ID that you're carrying. So don't go and blow a ton of money, like I've done a few times. Blow all your money on one ship, one ID, try to fly there, only to get rejected, and they tell you you've got a bad your reputation stinks, go away, you can't land there, and then you basically start at square one. You have to revisit everything you've been doing, and so on and so forth. So I'm also going to be discussing ships. There's one ship that you can use that you can go anywhere, land anywhere, but also remember that this requires reset rep. A reset rep, as I explained before, is once every 2 weeks you can reset rep. 14 days. It even tells you the seconds. That's very nice. I just wish they could do the reset rep like once a day, maybe once a week, maybe. But to reset rep, wait for 14 days. That's a bit much. 2 weeks not to be able to fly your spaceship. Like for instance, I've created a miner now, a special miner. I have to wait 4 days to reset rep in order to go and mine. And if you go and mine now, then you might pick up some problems with admin or some other players that are going to give you trouble, etc., etc. But anyway, we'll get into that a little bit later. So as you can see here, propaganda, if you can get it, you can sell it, but you have to kill ships for that, nomad power cells, and deployable mining containers. That's just to help you mine, and I'll be showing you a video on how to use deployable mining containers. It's not going to help me much because I don't have a group, but for people that are playing in groups, if you've got a lot of friends playing Freelancer with you, take a deployable mining container with, and then as you shoot, everything accumulates at the mining container, and then your friends can just pick it up and go, you know, with your 5k ships and so forth. Crackling catalysts, that gets you a nice $21. So how my spreadsheet works, you can see here how much cargo space it takes, what is the minimum selling point, and what's the maximum selling point. Also remember that if you have to go and look where, let's say for instance crackling catalysts, use that as an example. Okay, crackling catalysts, then you go here, commodities is down here, then you go to crackling catalyst. So also don't just jump in and think, oh, crackling catalyst, let's go sell that. Remember, you've got the base that's selling it for $8. This is in Picardy, all the way in Galia, at the top, at the very top here. There's Picardy all the way at the top left. Then you have to go and look, okay, the base, it's selling for $29 in Ile-de-France. See there already you've got 2 jump holes, 1, 2, and then you can make your money. So that could be a profitable way to go. Just remember to do your research on each one of them before you fly. Otherwise, it's going to be a lot of work and a lot of hassle for you to do. See, then you get Promethium, casualties, prisoners. As you can see, crew. A lot of people, even I fell for this. Look at the crew. It takes 10 cargo space. So you're basically getting $41 per crew member. Look at the profit. It's crap. So Promethean. But, like I said, if you like flying crew members, go for it. It's what you make of the game. The game basically helps you to fly what you want to fly, where you want to fly it. Alright. So you get mining machinery, nanotubes, luxury food, and this, by the way, this list is also my opinion. It's my opinion. You don't have to do it. Okay, luxury food, terraforming gases, criminals, whiskey, fertilizers, construction machinery, toxic waste, scientists, Rhine beer, hazmat canisters, scrap metal, Starblean, and also check there, scrap metal can be mined, so you don't have to pay for it. You can basically go and mine it yourself and then get it for you. Water as well can be mined, uranium can be mined. By the way, another thing, the list is not perfect. It took me about an hour to put together last night, so it's not perfect. And also you'll notice there are some things that are not on the list. On YouTube you can leave a comment underneath if you want to add something that I missed. High temperature, by the way, this is high temperature alloy. Still need to, what the, I clicked it and it jumped to the what the hell? Oh yeah, these are microlinks. I forgot about that. I removed it. Cool. Okay, I did not know that. So these are hyperlinks. I accidentally added hyperlinks because I just copy and pasted. Oh, that's great. So, this actually makes things easier for me to explain on this channel. Okay, alien organisms, robotics, gin, engine components, sake, cigars, solar panels, boron, rum, oxygen, fire poles, hull panels, passengers riding it. Look at that. Look at that. See that number there? It's going to get better. Pharmaceuticals, cobalts, biodome materials, vacationers, polymers, nanocapacitors, MOX, T, quantum multiplexers, munitions, luxury consumer goods, beryllium, Kusari passengers. Look at that. Look at that. Vodka, industrial materials, wine, superconductors, black market munitions, synth pastes, titanium, basic alloy, passengers Britonia, consumer goods, passengers Galia, medical equipment, Liberty Ale, zinc, lane parts, xenobotic filters, neon, super alloy, black market augments, food rations, black market pharmaceuticals, energy field equipment, passengers. See, passengers for Liberty. Right, look at that amount right there. And I thought to myself, the first time I was flying this, I thought to myself, this is going to be profitable. I'm going to make so much money in so little time, because to fly passengers is so easy. If I can show you this, if you're flying all the way from New York all the way up here to Orleans, and then you fly from Orleans back to New York. So you pick up Liberty, drop them at Orleans, and then Orleans you pick up Guyans, and you drop them on Liberty. You make, it's a very nice route to take, because you fly Texas, Bering, Hamburg, Cologne, Zurich, and then all the way up there. So it's a nice route to take. I've done it many times before. You can take a 5K ship with universal trading, and then you can fly that route. But then again, look at the profit you're making. That's 96. With a 5K, you can make 481 grand flying one way. And then with Guyans obviously coming back. What the hell's happening with my mouse? Galia, you can make that price coming back. So, yeah. Counterfeit computerware, niobium, silver, diamonds, optronics, aluminium, Gaian wildlife, which, by the way, what the hell? Oh, yeah. I'll explain in a minute. So, it's supposed to be sorted. I don't know why this one threw this in here. Aluminium. If you make it, oh, I'm on the wrong place. Sorry, I'm in the wrong place. So that one there going up. Do apologize for that. Silver. If you buy silver and sell it. Diamonds, optronics, aluminium. Gaian wildlife, like I was saying, Gaian wildlife was the one I was obsessed over. Okay, and I actually managed to get something that you can fly, a special ship that you can fly, and this was the profit. So I thought to myself, this was the profit. So I thought to myself, that is brilliant. I finally managed something. After compiling this list, I saw, wow, is it really worth the trouble? Because you buy, what is it? I can't remember what the ID was. It is a Hogoshu. So basically, let's go here quickly. Okay, so Gaian wildlife, main page. Let me show you quickly. Ships. So it's the Hogosha frigate. That's the one I originally decided to fly with. Okay, and then Hogosha is friends with the independent miners. But now there's a tanker. No, it's not that one. I can't remember what the ship was called. Let me just check that up quickly. hold on 1 second. Okay, it was called, come on, the Corsair train. Corsair train, let me show you quickly. Corsair train. This one here. Oh, it's 4,450 units. Okay. So that is the best way to fly Gaian wildlife. Right there. But then again, 4450, that is the money you're making per trip. And it's single way only because you can't fly anything back. And then at the end of the day, you have all these red trade lanes that you're flying through, things trying to kill you. So once again, is it worth it? Right, so we're going on. Platinum, copper. Remember, if you can't if you can't create this on your base, this is basically what you're buying it for, this is what you're selling it for, and this is the profit that you're getting. And this is profit on one item. Hessian tears, blades of armor plating, iridium, Nox. Nox, remember, Nox is illegal. They are going to stop you. They're going to try and take the Nox from you. So you can also always create a thing on your base where you can hide the Nox. But human players are clever. So you're probably going to waste your time trying to convert Nox and then trying to fly it again. But once again, it's up to you. Artifacts, look there, Nox artifacts together, same price. H-fuel, gold, Agaria gate lane parts, molybdenum, I can't pronounce that fucking word, but anyway. Light arms, remember I saw the very first episode I made, I said light arms is the best way to fly. Yep, look at that. Cardamine's also illegal. So those are the three things that are legal to fly. Human players will stop you, tell you to hand it over, otherwise to blow you to smithereens. Some people will say, okay, give me some money or give me some cardamine, and then you can continue flying. Other people will just blow you to bits, take your cardamine, destroy the rest, and then fly off and go and sell it for a profit. So yeah, these are the three risk takers that you have: cardamine, artifacts, and Nox. And then, of course, at the very top, bioneural processors. So just for the interest sake, let's say, for instance, you're going to take the one that makes the most money, bioneural processors. Then you go here. Alright? The order in Omicron Mu, and then you're paying Orleans. So, I already know this is a disaster, by the way. Here's Orleans at the top here. Then you fly to Burgundy, which, by the way, this jump gate, I can't remember that it exists. I think they took it out of the game. So then you fly Ile-de-France, Languedoc, Tau 23. Yes, from Languedoc you can jump to Kyushu. Then to New Tokyo, Honshu, Sigma 19, Omicron Beta. If I remember correctly, from there you can jump to Omicron PSI. Then from PSI you can jump to Major. From Major you can jump to Delta or Zeta, and then to Mu. Or this one from Alaska. In my first video I tried to fly to Alaska. Yeah, they took that one away. Remember, they put the mines around it. So I don't know if you can fly that route to Alaska anymore, because people were selling light ammunitions. By the way, after admin discovers this video they're probably going to make some changes. um, but yeah, you can jump from somewhere around here. You can jump to beta, then to one of these sectors, then to zeta, and then to mu. However, I couldn't discover the jump hole from zeta. So my suggestion would be try and get to delta. Omicron delta, because from Omicron delta you can go to minor and then to mu with any size ship. So that is a very, very long trip to reach there. Good luck, guys. If you're brave enough and you have some time to spare, that would be the trip you're taking. Okay, so now for the people that have bases, and remember, bases is still a future video I'm going to make. However, remember, you never have enough money for a base. I can tell you this from personal experience. You need to make a lot of money in order to fund your base. So now we go into the sorted section. We're going to be looking at this one, no longer this one. Right. So here, once again, these three are at the bottom. Unless you go and shoot them and find a way to sell them. Then crackling catalysts, promethium, casualties, prisoners, crew, mining machinery, nanotubes, luxury food, terraforming gases, criminals, whiskey, fertilizers, construction machinery, promethine, scientists, Rhine beer, hazmat canisters, toxic waste, which by the way you can mine toxic waste in you can mine toxic waste here in Leeds, and then you can go and sell it. Also remember, you can mine at a whole lot of places. I'm going to make a video where I'm going to fly to random places and then just start mining inside clouds. Any cloud you see is probably mineable. So I'm going to be making a video about that. Then stabiline, marines, water, hydrocarbons, high temperature, alloy, alien organisms, robotics, gin, engine components, sake, cigars, solar panels, boron, rum, fire pools, hull panels, oxygen, Rhineland passages, pharmaceuticals, cobalt, biomaterials, vacationers, polymers, nanocapacitors, tea, quantum multiplexers, munitions, luxury consumer goods, beryllium, passengers, kasari, vodka, industrial materials, wine, superconductors, black market munitions, uranium. Okay, see, you can make uranium or mine uranium yourself. Synth paste, you can make it yourself. That's why it bumped up a little bit. Titanium, basic alloy, passengers Britannia, consumer goods, passenger Galia, medical equipment, Liberty Ale, zinc, lane parts, MOX. MOX you can make yourself if you have your own base. And then when you're producing MOX, it's a huge bump up of $10. Xenobiotic filters, neon super alloy, black market documents, black market pharmaceuticals, food rations. You can make food rations and oxygen yourself. So it gets a slight bump up. Energy field equipment, Liberty passengers, counterfeit, optronics, scan wildlife, Hessian tears, armor plating, Nox artifacts, lane parts, light arms, cardamine, bioneural processors, niobium, silver. Okay, check this now. This was when you the best price if you didn't have a base. Now you've got a base. This is where the things change. Niobium, you can mine it yourself, or you can go and harvest it. I'm not sure, I haven't done niobium yet. I'll do a video and then I'll figure it out along with you guys. Silver, once again, you can mine it. The instructions are here. If you go here and then you say, wait, let's use this one. If you go here and you say guides, mining. So there you go. These are all the things you can mine. Where to get the places. Remember, there are other places that you can mine. These are not the only ones, and that's why I'm going to be flying with a ship trying to discover them. And also remember that you have to have one of these IDs on your ship, because here's the thing. Let's take uncut diamonds for instance, because diamonds are one of the things that make nice money when you've got your own base. You're going to Mega 11 and you're going to play Diamond Heavy Construction for instance, mining at D6. So Diamond Heavy Construction, you can go and read up on them. What are their best ships? So let's see if they've got a miner. Can't see it, that's weird. Okay, no, that's very unusual. But anyway, just as an example, you can check which one has the bonus. So you'll see a 1, a 2, or a 3. A 3 is a 3 multiplied bonus. See, there's diamonds, for instance. You can mine them, they make a good profit, and then you have to have that ID to mine times 3 in a specific sector. And then I'm going to teach you guys how to do the base as well. I'm probably not going to get that far, because as soon as I construct my base online, you guys will have the password, and then obviously you can go and reap everything from my base and destroy it, take off my crew and mess around. Yeah, so that's going to happen. Look there, platinum, copper, iridium. Those are already 3 things that you can get a nice sum of money from. H-fuel, molybdenum, gold. Gold is at the top of the list. Yes, gold is at the top of the list. And guess what? I was mining gold. When was it? Saturday night. I got hugely upset because of this. Right. I was mining gold with an independent miners guild. Okay. If you go and look to get gold, you have to fly to New London. Then in New London you take a jump haul to Dublin. Not a jump gate, a jump haul to Dublin, located behind a minefield. Okay, so what happened is I got there with independent miners guild, and the minefield says BMM minefield, gold field. So you can mine gold when you are BMM. Just to give you an idea, BMM factions, BMM. So this is Britannia Mining and Manufacturing. So there were a lot of human players mining there, a lot. And I flew in there with an independent miners guild and started to mine, because the independent miners guild also has a multiplier of 3. Now you have to remember that the independent miners guild is enemy with everyone, and this I didn't know. This is hours and hours of reading and personal experience to find out about these things. So these guys were super friendly. We were talking, minding our own business and mining. Now, in order to mine there, you have to take a miner ship with a mining array. You have to shoot the rocks. They are mining golden rocks, asteroids. You have to use the mining cannon to shoot away the shield, and then you have to use normal cannons to blast the rock till it blows up. Mining a rock takes approximately between 3 to 5 minutes of your time. And with a whatever ship you're flying, whether it's got a cargo space of 650 or whether it's got a cargo space like mine that is I think it's 2,700 cargo space, and we'll be talking about ships soon. With my ship containing 2,700 cargo space, it took me a very, very long time, maybe half an hour to mine, and I was nearly full with mining. Oh, wait. No. No. I was using the big one. The big miner. The 10K, the 10,000 space, cargo space, with the Independent Miners Guild ID. Yes, now I remember. Okay, so I'm just going to show you the ship quickly, since we're talking about it. The Hegemon. The Hegemon. The Hegemon Asteroid Miner. This one right here. Now, for those people that have flown with this thing before, notice that the ship travels at a maximum cruise speed of 150. And if you're flying through an asteroid field, it is the most annoying thing ever. Because, here's the thing. I traveled all the way from New York, California, Magellan, Manchester, New London, Dublin, because I bought the Hegemon here. It took me 4 hours. I'm not lying to you. 4 hours to fly from New York to Dublin. I was sitting there mining for 1 entire hour. My cargo space was nearly full. So I was planning the trip on flying back to my player-owned base, when this guy told me we're confiscating the gold in the name of the Queen. Drop your gold and go. So, after spending approximately 5 to 6 hours on the game, and finally getting to where I wanted to be, this human player wanted to confiscate my gold. So I asked him, okay, you want to confiscate the gold for the Queen. Where can I mine then? The guy simply snarked at me and said, he doesn't care, drop the gold. And then his friend, because these guys belong in a group, pardon my language, this guy called me a motherfucker. This motherfucker really wants to take us on? So when that happens, immediately take a screenshot. It's control print screen. Control print screen. You take a screenshot of the person's name. I didn't. I forgot because I got enraged. And then you send it to admin. You send it to admin directly and they'll sort out the person. If they don't sort out the person, it's probably admin themselves. There's a possibility. I'm not saying that it is admin. I'm saying it is a possibility it could be admin. Or it could just be a dick sitting behind his computer. Once again, pardon the language, but... So, after 6 hours of 5 to 6 hours of flying there and doing this, I got destroyed. My gold was lost and I was so pissed off. I phoned my dad immediately and I told him what happened, and he said, sorry son, there's nothing I could do about it, just label it as a bad experience. So that's why I am making these streams, is to help people that are trying to enjoy the game like I do, not to run into arseholes like those guys. But anyway, I wish I had a recording of that. Really, I do. So I'm just going to give you some tips. If you're using the hegemon, make sure your base is close by. And also, if these groups are there and you're an individual, fly back home, land. Don't trust the human players because they will be friendly with you, and after you've finished mining, they will destroy you and try and take your stuff. Okay? This is just advice from me. Make sure your base is close by, or you have friends that can run and help you if there's trouble, or if you see a group of people that usually have something written in front like BMM something, then you just go land, do something else. You can always try again later. But this is not on my recommended list. I bought one to show you guys, but flying through meteoroids, asteroids, mines, volatile gases for 6 hours to mine something, getting stuck, having to reverse and fly again, it's not worth it. Not at that speed there. And then, of course, you have to remember you have no shields, no nanobots, you have no shield batteries, you've got a huge cargo space, that's it. You're going to waste hours of your time with this thing. But if that is what you like and that is what you want to do, go for it. If you're like me and you want to try and get the best out of the game, just try not to use this one. So, the next ship I want to show you is the Ragnar. The Ragnar is the Rhineland Armored Transport. This is a very nice ship if you want a very fast ship. And I mean fast as this thing goes 550 at cruise speed. So there are very few ships that will be able to catch you. It has countermeasure droppers, so you can drop countermeasures if they try and shoot you. A very nice way to make a lot of money in a short time. And also good for experimentation. Because it is an 850 ship, it won't be able to land on 650 places like the atmospheres and the unstable jump holes. So if you are looking to find a way to make a lot of money with a 5k ship, then this little beauty is quick, easy to find your route, and it won't cost you a lot. I mean, look at that. Look at that. If you put on guns, mines, droppers, and what, I think you're still going to get to about 100,000 for the ship. It's got nice turrets and guns. And like I said, yeah, and I think you've got a mine dropper as well. Very nice ship to use if you want to explore. So my recommendation, once again, I'm not saying you have to do this. Recommendation, if you're trying a new route and you don't want to spend a lot of money, this is the way to go. There's the second option of my favorite. Like I said, I call it the Drauer. This is a very, in my personal opinion, it is a beautiful little ship. If they could convert this into the Millennium Falcon, it would be the best ship ever. But even at the back, it looks great because it's got the 3 thrusters at the back and they're in red, and it is just marvelous. Look at that turning speed. Look at that speed. By the way, you can buy a bigger engine. You can buy a 550 engine on the same base. Then it's just as fast as the Ragnar. It has got turrets only, and it's got 2 mine droppers. So if you're flying around a person and someone's giving you trouble and you decide not to run and instead to engage, look at that. You can drop mines while flying circles around the guy. And look at that price. Look at that price. Oh, but what I forgot to say, if you are looking for availability, availability is where you can buy them. So I've got the basics of where I like to buy them that don't give me trouble. So Freeport 11 is where I usually buy this little beauty right here. And because it's less than 3,700, you can fly it with a freelancer ID. So it's perfect in any situation. Alright, the next ship I want to show you is the I've already shown you is the Nanga Parbat and the NGA. The Nanga Parbat is the IMG Transport. This is the Independent Miners Guild mining ship. So with Independent Miners Guild, you can go and have a look-see. Oh, wrong button. No worries, we can just do this. Duplicate, main page, factions, IMG, Independent Miners Guild. Here we go. So here's the Independent Miners Guild. Then they only have one base that you can buy the ship on, but they you can check the diplomacy here. Look at that. Look at that. Right. So the Independent Miners Guild, not very friendly with everyone, but they can mine gold, silver, diamonds, copper, and niobium. So this is a great little way to make money, and it's all ×3. And then you can use this ship. Look at the space, 2,800. This is the exact ship that I usually go to mine with when mining either copper, silver, gold, whatever. But great little beauty and nice space to have your cargo stored on. Then the next ship, and my personal favorite, I just like the way it looks. The Kamome, the Kusari mining ship. This little beauty also stores 2,800 units. It's got a great speed. By the way, both miners go up to 500 in cruise speed, because you can buy engines for them. They can both go to 500, which is great because of your mining needs, and it doesn't take any space. So these two are very, very nice to be used to mine. Okay, then it's of course the C5V. Why isn't it picking it up? C5V. Ah, there we go. That's weird that it's not picking it up. If you want to go exploring, you just want to check out the maps. I haven't done this personally myself, but this is, I don't know why it's classed as a light fighter. I don't think you can shoot anything with it. 20 nanobots, 20 shield batteries, and 10 units. This thing flies 575. I haven't owned one, I haven't tried one, but if I can give you advice, if you want to use this thing to fly all over Sirius and explore the areas yourself, might I suggest every time you go into a sector, land first, because there are sectors that you cannot explore, and I was like, come on, of course you can. You see this little place here called Daringa? It moved down here. It's now down here, right? And it is unexplorable. I have flown through these diamond-shaped mines that instantly explode. you don't even get a warning. You just fly into one, your shield is gone, your hull is gone, everything. The ship just blows up. It's gone. There's nothing left of it. So, if you get into a new sector, land somewhere, when you explode, you can just go out and continue exploring in a different way. But there is the scanner drone. And just for in case some of you are interested, Detroit Munitions in New York and Beaumont Junkers Base, Texas. You can buy that little beauty for under 1,000. Great way to get to know the area you're flying in, what you're flying on. I don't know if it can handle mines and gases. If you are good at maneuverability, that's something you might want to check out. Okay. Then you get frigates like the Peregrine civilian frigate. Okay, this little beauty is one of my favorites. One of my favorites. Because you can fly this thing with a Freelancer ID. This is the one I recommend for any trip that you want to fly and you want to deliver goods. It's got a cruise speed of 500, which makes it very fast, and a cargo space of 2,900 units. If you create a Freelancer ID for this one and you reset rep, you can take anything anywhere you like, except of course for the unstable jump holes and the atmospheric entry points. But this thing is nice. You can go to Honshu, you can go to Zonas, you can go to the Order, France, you can go to Berlin. Wherever you want to transport something, you can go with this little beauty because it will take you there with a Freelancer ID, and it's fantastic. Then next one is the Robber. The Robber, unfortunately, it's got bigger space, but you cannot fly it with a Freelancer ID. It gives you a 10% decrease in everything. Takes 10% longer to regenerate shields, to regenerate power. I love the design, I love the ship, I love everything about it, but you mostly have to fly with the Hogosha ID, and it is a lot of places don't like you. A lot of places don't like you. So let's say let's just show you quickly Hogosha. If you look at the diplomacy, by the way, up till here, you see it's in neutral red. These bases allow you to land. All these bases starting from M and D don't like you. They don't even want you to land. Nothing. So good luck with that one. I love the ship. I love the shape. I love everything about it, even the cargo space. But unfortunately, it is very tragic. Now we're going to start with the best 5K ships that I've got. First of all, starting with the Whale. This is a very big ship. It's a train. And you have to have a Zonas ID to fly it. You don't have any guns or turrets. You've got your nanobots and your shield battery. It can take 5,000 cargo. Here's the thing. It can fly at 350. I think you can bump it up to 500. I'm not sure. I don't think so. But look at that turning rate. That turning rate is brilliant. So when a human player comes up to you in this thing and they see you, they know they can blow you to bits and there's nothing you can do about it. Wait a minute, it's got a countermeasure dropper. It's got one countermeasure dropper. So you still have a chance. Not a big one, but you've got one. So then, of course, my next ship I'm going to buy is the Liberty Super Transport, the Mastodon. This is my next ship. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to pimp it out. And then this is going to be my little beauty. I'm going to own a fleet of these. Look at the turning rate. You've got 7 turrets to fire with. You've got a huge cargo space. Nanobot shield batteries. Everything. And then just hold on a second. Okay. Then, yeah, like I said, the next ship I'm going to buy. Next up on the list is the Colossus. It's the Rhineland train. I don't know what ID you need for it, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be Rhineland based. You've got 9 turrets, 5,000 units, slightly slower turning rate, and then of course your speed. Same cruise speed as the others. Brilliant little thingy, but I haven't tried it yet. Then we're going to look at the Titanic, the heavy tanker. With this one you can fly any ID because it's a serious civilian. Any ID with a 5k ship. The turn rate is horrible, gets stuck in a lot of the trade lanes, but I own about 3 of these at the moment. And it's terrible. I actually got them before I started researching ships. And then last on the list is the Hercules. If you want to start your own base, and this is going to be a video that I'm going to create in the future, if you want to start your own base, you have to buy one of these. You have to follow the rules of constructing a base in a certain area, far away from certain places and then far away from others. There are places that you're allowed to put it. 350 cruise speed. You can buy the ship on these different platforms, and then remember, before construction you need to put some things on your ship, which I'll be explaining in a future video. So for those people who don't know Freelancer, and for those people who want to try it for the very first time, this is all the advice I can give you regarding the game. Remember, fly the routes you're comfortable with. I hope it helps a little bit. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good one.